And bullies are being blamed for Aussie parents deciding to homeschool their children. More and more mums and dads are opting to take their kids out of mainstream education. It comes as homeschooling figures hit an all-time high.
Lindy Hedges has homeschooled all 5 of her children, with one now in university. Lindy, is homeschooling your child really the answer to bullying?
Oh, well, it can be one of the answers. I mean, people choose to homeschool for a whole lot of reasons, and bullying is one of those. Being out there in the homeschool community, I do get to speak to people, and absolutely, some of the reasons that some people pull their kids out of school is because of bullying.
But isn't that running away from the problem a little bit? Couldn't more be gained by dealing with it and confronting it and perhaps learning a better lesson there?
Well, bullying's a really complex problem, and while the teachers at school do their best to solve it, in many circumstances it can't really be fully resolved, and so homeschooling really it's a viable option.
I can imagine it must be tough for families where, you know, one of the children's being bullied. But bullying doesn't just happen at school, it also happens, you know, in the workplace. If they haven't developed those skills at school, how will they go sort of when they go into life?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can understand people saying that, but hopefully by the time you reach 25, you've developed some skills to deal with the process of bullying. But to subject a 10-year-old or a 14-year-old to bullying, that's a whole different thing because they're still developing.
Homeschooling is a really interesting idea, but haven't your kids missed out on some serious social skills by being able to interact with their peers?
Yeah, I mean, I hear people say that all the time. I mean, there is homeschool everything. There's homeschool art, homeschool pottery, homeschool ice skating, homeschool drama,
wow,
dance,
sounds fun.
choir. Yeah.
But Lindy, on the subject of stress, I'm more concerned about you. You're still teaching 4 of your children every subject. How the hell do you keep up with everything?
Well, I mean, I don't have to keep up with everything. There certainly are subjects that I consider myself an expert in, and I work very hard to impart that knowledge to my children. And on top of that as well, there are certain subjects, say for example art, which is not, you know, I couldn't draw to save myself. So I outsource that. I find a brilliant art teacher who can inspire and encourage my children, and that's how I deal with subjects that I can't manage on my own.
Well, you might not be great at art, but it's a fantastic picture you paint for us of homeschooling, Lindy. Thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you very much.